What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez. Show hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell. Leave your comments. We got a big one tonight for you. Didn't get to do the live. I wish I could have had the opportunity, but it was my son's birthday tonight, and we had dinner. And I thought I could get home before 9 o'clock, but that did not happen. Um, I did catch a large portion of the Hurricanes Stanford game this evening. And that's what we're here to talk about, bro, because the Miami Hurricanes basketball team came in with a big 79-70 victory over the Stanford Cardinal at the, is it still called the Watsco Center, man? I don't even know. Is it still called that? Yeah, it's still called the Watsco Center. So come away with a 79-70 when I should be ashamed of myself, right? Um, Big time win by the Miami Hurricanes, improved to 6-2 in the ACC and 17-4 overall. I have a feeling these guys are going to find themselves getting close to getting ranked if they win another game. They play another game this week. They play on 31st on Saturday. I think if they went on Saturday and jumped to 18-4, I think it would be a hard press to not get these guys ranked. I mean, it's I understand why they're not, and they don't even have any votes, which I think is utterly crazy. Considering you have a 13-6 Alabama in there, a 17-4 Clemson. Clemson did beat Miami on their home floor. Louisville at 14-5. Florida's at 14-6. Florida did beat Miami as well. Um, but there are some teams that have some losses in here that got more losses than Miami. I mean, there's one, two, three, four, five, six teams that have more losses than Miami. I understand that maybe they have some wins that might be better than Miami's. Like just for example, I want to take a quick look at a couple. Like see, like this one for example. How is St. John's ranked ahead of Miami, and they have not beaten anybody either. Like they have no wins over a ranked opponent. They're 15-5. I don't see it. Like that's where I jump up and down and say, what's going on here? Because here's another one. Let me take it. And St. John's when the season started was ranked in the top five. So um, yeah, like for example, Alabama, they do have a win over a ranked St. John's when they played. They have a win over a ranked Illinois when they played, but then they've lost three of their last six, and yet they're still ranked with six losses. So it's hit and miss. But I think if they come away with another win and go to 18-4, I think it'd be tough to not rank them. But that said, I mean, you never know. But it was a big time win tonight because they trailed by 9 points with 15 minutes to go in the second half. And let's jump right ahead to that point because this was another game in which the Miami Hurricanes took over in the second half and absolutely put a team away. You're seeing the talent level of this team shine, and that's really nice to see. What Jay Lucas has done in Miami this first year is nothing short of spectacular because Miami was brutally bad last year. And you look at this game, it was 47-38 with 15 to go. And they outscored Stanford the rest of the way 41-23 to win by 9. I mean, you getting some playmaking out of everybody. I mean, you got whether it's Malik Renault or Trey Donaldson or True Washington coming off the bench uh, or the big monster Shelton Henderson, who's like a linebacker, do it all type of player. I mean, Shelton Henderson is the guy that was initially committed to go to Duke, and then Lucas took the job down here, and he followed Lucas down to Miami. A godsend. I mean, a freshman, 6'6", 240-pound beast who's averaging 14-4, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.2 assists on 62.2% shooting. He had 12.7 rebounds and 3 assists tonight against Syracuse. I didn't get to do a video on the Syracuse game, but this kid just took over that game in the second half. He was playing like a point forward, controlling the ball, controlling the tempo, and then on top of that, he's the size of a tank. So his performances continue to be great. Malik Renault is balling. He had 25-3 tonight. He's averaging 19-7, 6.5, 2.2 on 56.7% shooting. So you're getting these types of performances on a night to night basis, and then you got Trey Donaldson with 18 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. He went 7 of 14. They shot 47% from the field. He took over the game in the second. That last 15 minutes was just dominant. They just completely ran these dudes off the floor. Defended very, very well. Out rebounded Stanford by 9. Only had 9 turnovers to 14 by Stanford. And this is a team that's coming together. I mean, they did have a couple of tough losses against Clemson. That game against Florida State was an unforgivable loss. Like, you can't lose that game, because if you win that game, they probably are ranked right now. Because I think that Florida State game really is the one that kind of bit them in the ass. But you never know. It was the day after the national championship. I don't know how many basketball players went to that game, and I'm sure campus was a little bit disappointed the next day after losing in the national championship in football. These guys look great, man. They're exciting to watch. They have a good time out there. They're talented, and Lucas is doing one hell of a job. Man, we need to get in that building and support this team. They are a team to watch, bro. I mean, you look at what happened this thing. I mean, they they led early, let the game go right before the half, fell behind by 9, and then took over. It's like, yo, and really they took over. If you want to be completely real about it, they led. It was tied at 51 with 9 minutes left. So they were down 47-38 with 15:31 to go. It was tied with at 51 with 9 minutes left. Miami trailed 56-53 with 7:24 left. So the rest of the way from that point on, they outscored these guys 26 to 13. No, I'm sorry, 26 to 14. Yeah. The last 7.5 minutes, 26-14. So they are performing really, really well down the stretch and finishing games. I mean, that's really what it comes down to in basketball. How you finish these games, man. And I mean, Stanford's not a bad team. They're 14-7, although 3-5 in conference, but they're 14-7, and it's impressive. It's just impressive to see what they're doing, especially when the reality was most of these guys were hell. None of these guys were on the team last year. None of them. None of them. There wasn't a singular guy that's on the roster right now that was on this team last season, not to my knowledge. No, yeah, no, none of these guys. None of them. So it's impressive. It is absolutely impressive, and it's exciting. It's absolutely exciting. So check them out. Make sure you pop on the television. Go to the game if you're in Coral Gables, because the Miami Hurricanes basketball team looks really, really special. They look like they're going to be a tournament team right now. If you look at the bracketology, it's constantly updated. It was updated as a 127-26. That was yesterday. Well, really 2 days ago. I'm recording this at 2 o'clock in the morning. As you know, guys, I never sleep. So, like, I mean, I think this should give you an idea of how I am, man. I'm just nonstop on the go, on the go, on the go, always going, boom, 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 boom. Because that's how I roll. And we are now currently seated as a 10 place playing St. Louis in the St. Louis, I guess the bracket. I don't know if they want to call this the East Regional. Um, yeah, as a 10 seed. What is St. Louis doing? St. Louis is 19-1 as a 7. Jesus Christ, that's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. But nonetheless, Miami Hurricanes win tonight, 79-70. Do go check them out. And that's all I got, man. But hopefully we will be able to do a live on the 31st. What time is that game before I commit? I don't want to commit to something and then not be able to do it, because that's just not who I am. Let me see here. The game is at 4. Okay. Do I have anything on Saturday? I don't think so. I got the UFC fight that I'm doing a live on at night. I don't think I got anything going on Friday afternoon. Probably be doing a live on Friday afternoon for the Hurricanes basketball game. So if I am doing it, I'm going to post it, get it up there so people know in advance. But definitely jump on board, check out the live, and we will be here on Saturday at 4 o'clock against Cal. That's all I got. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave your comments, man. I appreciate y'all as always. We're getting closer and closer to 14,000. Help me get there, man. I appreciate you. God bless. Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.